This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
They spoke out against a plan that would change their school, and their voices were heard by the Hazleton Area School Board. That story and more next. Welcome everyone, and thank you for your time. I'm Ken Carr with today's local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A huge crowd turned out last night to protest a proposal that would turn the current Maple Manor Elementary Middle School into a 9th grade center for the Hazleton Area School District. Parents, students, and teachers, some wearing t-shirts with the school's Viking logo, turned out for the board's committee meetings last night to voice their opposition. Board members told the audience that the district will revise its plans and assured them that their mission was accomplished. Board President Linda DeCosmo says the board will look at other options. The Pennsylvania State House of Representatives passed Senate Bill 906 yesterday. The bill would prohibit closure of the Whitehaven and Polk centers. The measure passed by a vote of 139 to 55. State Representative Tara Toohill was pleased.
We just had a huge victory for Whitehaven Center and the individuals that live there. Some of the individuals have been living there for 40 and 50 years, and we have just been able to pass out of the House Senator Yudichak's bill for a moratorium on closure of Whitehaven Center. So as of right now, the House, in a bipartisan effort, passed that. It passed at 139, which was very high, and a huge sign of victory in the fight that we have to keep Whitehaven Center open.
The bill would require a task force to approve the closures and allow for 5 years to go by before any closure could occur. The bill now heads back to the state Senate, which approved a different version last November. Governor Tom Wolf announced plans to close the Whitehaven and Polk centers. If the bill passes the Senate, the governor plans to veto it. What lies ahead for the city of Hazleton in 2020? Mayor Jeff Gassat sat down with Sam Lassant to recap 2019 and to look ahead to 2020. One of the topics discussed, the city's involvement with a mass notification application known as SWIFT 911.
In cases of emergency, we could call in and send out a text message, a voicemail, a phone call, or an email to, I think it was like 8,000, 9,000 people we have on our list right now. So we could really reach a majority of the public, instantaneously, right now. We have tried it. We've used it for several of the snowstorms now. We're not able to use it for every snowstorm because unless there's an emergency, we don't feel it's important enough to call everyone's house. To wake up 9,000 people after 9 o'clock or before 6 o'clock in the morning, we don't feel that is right unless there's a serious emergency. So, the plan is to notify the public anytime the snow ban is being enforced, but yet it won't be all the time.
The SWIFT 911, okay, when you said you notify them, what are specific things that you're notifying? Anyone could, in the city of Hazleton, do they have to sign up for this, or how could they get information? Anyone
can sign up. If you have a smartphone, you just go to your app store and search for SWIFT, S-W-I-F-T 911. It's the blue application. Then you just register yourself as a Hazleton resident, and it'll put you on the list.
Why would that be important for me if you live in Hazleton? Why would that be important for me to register?
If there's ever a major disaster or an emergency that comes up, or if we're going to close down, major intersections of the city, if the snow ban's in effect, we want to be able to reach out and tell the people, if we have to shut the water down for a large part of the city, we should notify the people.
Hear more from the mayor and police chief Jerry Speziale on a new Sam Lassant show tonight at 7:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. or watch anytime at ssptv.com. The Laurel Mall will host the American Red Cross Bloodmobile tomorrow. The Bloodmobile will be outside the Dunham's Wing from 1:30 p.m. until 6:30 p.m.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Everyone wants to hear about the snow this weekend, but a few days before that, so here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, we have a 20% chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, low of 14 with the wind chill will feel like -2 degrees, wind gusts as high as 31 miles per hour. Then cold on Friday, it will be sunny, but a high of only 22 with the wind chill will feel like -3 degrees, increasing clouds at night with a low of 10 degrees. And then on Saturday, 100% chance of snow, and the snow could be heavy at times, a high of 34 degrees, wind gusts as high as 37 miles per hour, 80% chance of snow and sleet on Saturday night, becoming all snow after 11 p.m., low of 25 degrees. Sunday, cloudy with a high of only 28, down to 16 on Sunday night. Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, mostly cloudy with a high of 24, and then mostly cloudy at night, low of 11 degrees. The Hazleton area boys basketball team will play Crestwood on Tuesday. They stayed tied with the Comets in Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference after another win on Wednesday. Here's the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Cougars beat Berwick 84-49. Andrew Vida led the team with 15 points. The Hazleton area girls beat Wyoming Valley West for a conference win. Marissa Tribalpiece had 17 points in the victory. MMI dropped 2 boys basketball games recently, one to Tunkhannock, one to Wyoming Seminary. Drew Scheller scored 29 points for the Preppers in the 2 games. Back to girls basketball, where Monoy area beat Marion in a Schuylkill League Division III game. Jordan Carmonic scored 15 points for the Lady Bears. Marion led this one by 1 point at the half, but Monoy limited the Phillies to 10 second-half points en route to the win. Tamaqua beat Panther Valley. Emily Titus led all scorers with 23 points for the Lady Raiders. Emma Kaczynski had a double-double with 17 points and 11 rebounds. She also had 8 assists. Jim Thorpe beat North Schuylkill. Maya Wetzel led the Lady Spartans with 16 points. In wrestling, Hazleton area beat Wyoming Valley West. Here comes Hazleton area's pins. Let me take a deep breath. Charles Everdale, Bryce Molinaro, Jake Marnell, Dante Mattarella, Seth Hunsinger, and Adano Rodriguez. The Penn State Hazleton men's and women's basketball teams beat Penn State Scranton. Andy Kwakowski led the men with 28 points, and Scott Shamani had 17. Alexa Clark scored 17 points for the local Lady Lions. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins lost in Texas on Wednesday. They stay in Texas for 3 more games before traveling to Charlotte, and they come back home on January 31st to play the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Tyler Fritz is closing in on Marion boys basketball's all-time scoring record. We'll hear from him and some of his teammates talking about the Colts' success this season in sports. And next, a local man's family stories grew into a collection of World War II memorabilia, and now he's sharing both with a local college.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. This weekend, PTPA will be presenting Godspell, and the show times are listed on your screen. For more information, you can visit ptpashows.org. And the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce is currently seeking businesses to participate in the 2020 Greater Hazleton Job Fair set for March 26th. Any businesses interested in participating are asked to contact the Chamber at hazletonchamber.org or by calling 570-455-1509. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Shirley L. Friendy of McAdoo. A memorial service will be held on Monday at 10 a.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums. Friends may call Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the funeral home. Regina A. Griffiths of Hazel Township, the Butler Chapel at the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home, will announce their arrangements. Helen M. Spriggs of Hazleton. A memorial service will be held Monday at 11 a.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Rock Glen. Friends may call Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. Marjorie A. Marge Stripmatter of Whitehaven. A celebration of life will be held on Monday at 6 p.m. at Christ United Methodist Church in Mountaintop. Friends may call Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. at the church. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.